Namo Phat. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I am determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For our Dharma lesson, we're reading Ajahn Sundara's book, Paccuppanna, The Present Moment. And this morning we're finishing a section she wrote called When Mind Sees Mind. I find Lungpo Dun's teaching of the third noble truth very helpful. The mind, seeing the mind, is the path. I don't have to believe it blindly. I can put it to the test, put it into practice, right here and now, by starting with mindfulness. Mindfulness is what carries us along the path of practice. It brings us straight back to the present moment, where there is the possibility of being awake and aware and knowing what's what. It is important that we see directly, not just intellectually. As long as the mind still identifies seeing with intellectual understanding and hasn't come to the realization of Dhamma at the deeper level, it is still a bit lost. The intellectual mind is still there amid waves of doubt and anxiety, constantly moving around, trying to defend one thing and reject another. The Dhamma mind is confident and trusting. It recognizes the limitation of taking refuge in the thinking mind. The thinking mind is not a waste of time, it's just limited. The thinking mind still has the tendency to think it knows, and so it keeps falling into views. Thinking I know is conceit. Conceit is attaching to an idea of who I am. You might think I am a hopeless case. I can't be a Buddhist. It's too hard for me. That's a form of conceit. Whether we think we're superior, inferior, or equal, that's still conceit. That's still self, me. When we start relating without being so caught up in the attachment to me and mine, my mind, my position, my view, being human is really easy. And relating as human beings is not so difficult. We no longer see and experience anyone as out there. We feel each other as human bodies, feeling bodies. When we recognize this, we begin to practice and participate in life as something bigger than just me and my. That brings a lot of joy. We don't have to keep on trying to control everything through fear and worry. We're able to witness the blessing of trust. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.